Cole Merch and the Jackman.
Yeah, look at that. I'll look at that.
Fatality.
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Sitting here with some new friends, some new acquaintances,
Yep.
How's it going?
and they're in a pretty dope band. You guys want to tell them your names and what the name of your band is?
My name's Matt,
I'm Joe.
and we're from the band The Notch out of New Haven.
Sweet.
Awesome.
How long you guys been a band?
Coming up on a year.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
about the same as.
Yeah, coming up on a year. We I think like July 1st, right around there.
Oh, okay.
Will be our official year date. So,
Nice.
so just,
You guys been playing out a lot, or
yeah.
where do you guys frequent?
We frequent like PST, Pacific Standard Tavern. We go to Stella Blues, Toad's Place, a couple places in Stratford, like Main Street Tavern.
We just did a brewery. In
A brewery?
New Hartford.
New Hartford.
Yeah, legitimate
Really?
brewery.
Brand new brewery. We were the first band to ever play there.
shit.
Wow, that's
in the
cool.
room. Yeah.
That's
What's it
dope.
called?
Legitimus.
Brewery Legitimus.
Yeah, Brewery Legitimus.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it
kind of a
out.
weird name, but,
sounds
it was-
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice place. They got a good beer.
Yeah, they do.
So, how would you guys describe your music to someone that's like not heard it before?
Like a psychedelic rock group.
Yeah, psychedelic
Yeah.
bluesy rock. With we his voice has a lot of range.
Okay.
So he does everything from it's true
Thanks, man.
like Doorsy, kind of Jim Morrison stuff,
Yep.
almost like Alice in Chains, even like Lane Staley,
Mhm.
to
Cool.
even like really high pitched like soul, like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Lot of
Word.
heart.
Thanks, man.
Like
Yeah.
it's but so our style is it can be a basic psychedelic rock style, but then we can break into different sections,
Cool.
using his voice as like a stepping stone. 'Cause some bands,
we like to do weird
That's
covers
awesome.
and
you
shit.
couldn't. Yeah, we do like some like really weird covers,
Like obscure stuff, or just stuff
Like
you're
we
into?
do like Pep Shop Boys from like the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
we do,
Cool.
West End Girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's awesome.
stuff.
So your vocals and your guitar?
like, yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
So, yeah, you guys said you're from New Haven.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Massachusetts.
Oh, where in
Moved
Mass?
Here, Braintree, Mass.
Oh,
which
really?
is just south of Boston.
Yep.
I moved here about 2 years ago. I got married to someone from Milford.
Oh, really?
Yep. And
Yo, what's good, Bianca?
yeah, shout out to Bianca. She's the band wife.
Hi, Bianca.
Nice.
And
What's up?
she allows practice at our house, so that's really cool.
Cool.
You married the right one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I moved down here for that, and was in tons of bands up there for a while. For 4 years, I played in bands in Boston.
Cool.
So then I came down here and wanted to start my own project. So I didn't know anyone, so I just kept to scan Craigslist pretty much and just hope for
Yeah, that's pretty common.
like-minded people to be kind of crossing the path with you at the same
Right.
time. And he
Right.
put out an ad for guitarists, and I was like, and I heard their first recordings, and I was like, oh man, like this is
It
definitely
worked.
something I could be a
Nice.
part of.
Cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
that's
man.
pretty cool. It was nice. Because we lost the guitarist. We were called Voodoo at first, and like we played around like Toad's Place and all that other stuff, and then we lost the guitarist, and then like literally the day after I put the ad out on Craigslist, like he responded right away. Like there's two other guys who responded. Both were really sketchy, as you,
Oh,
you
it's
could
as
imagine.
It was the same
Craigslist
day?
would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the day after.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was perfect. It was really nice. It's like a smooth transition. He came in, he was fire, like
Maybe
better
play-
than the last guitarist. Like my bad.
Awesome.
man.
Sweet. We can't ask for anything anymore, really.
Yeah.
Do you use a lot of pedals and stuff for your? Because
Yeah.
I mean,
That's cool,
psychedelic.
though.
Yeah, I have a huge pedal board. I have everything from I have a few different delay pedals that I use. I use a phaser, a reverb box.
Cool.
Some bunches and a wah pedal.
That organ one.
Oh yeah, and I have an organ simulator that I just got.
Wow.
So
That sounds
I swear
crazy.
it sounds like an organ. Like when I play live, people come to me afterwards. They're like, "Was that MIDI?" Like they're like, "What
Yeah.
is that?"
That's
and
crazy.
Magic.
It's magic.
Pretty much.
Magic.
It really does sound like an organ. So yeah, so I use a lot of different effects. But mostly I just stick with just like a little booster and compressor.
Some overdrive?
Some overdrive for solos and stuff.
Cool.
And then when we get more psychedelic, the delays and everything else starts kind of coming out.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Do you like to use anything on your vocals at all, or?
Yeah, I love reverb is my best friend. Reverb is my best friend. I love that, and I like a little bit of a delay for certain things.
Cool.
No like auto tuning or
In
anything
the
like
studio,
that.
I think.
Yeah.
We've done some really good vocal effects. We've recorded with, I don't know if you know Nick Belmore.
It's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he recorded our EP.
Yeah.
I've known him.
So
I've known
we have
him for
we have a
years.
producer in common already. We've been
Yeah.
there for like
Yeah.
5 minutes, and we already know someone
Nick, he's
mutual.
the
And,
best.
yeah, he's amazing.
He's good people.
I've recorded with my first band from the Deaf Mute. We did 2 songs with Nick, and then I had such a good experience with him recording at Dexter's Lab that I brought the Notch.
Right.
And
That's
we
a
did
good
3
move.
songs.
I
And we
did
got,
the same thing for my band.
that's the thing. It's like
I was
no
like,
matter the
guys.
style, it's like
And unbeknownst to him, he like mentioned it to us, and like we already knew like 2 bands from our hometown, like Mike Felzo and the Peppermint Trick, and then the Scallywags, who were like Knightsbridge Fiasco or whatever. They recorded there too, so it's like I like that place because it's like if you're from Connecticut, like it's
yeah.
and he's such a good like talented guy.
Oh, I mean, he's so
it's crazy how he is like a human metronome. Like he'll just be like so fast, be like processing things. You know what I mean? I don't know, the way he cuts
Dude,
things
he
up,
knows
and he's
his
just like
stuff,
boom,
man.
boom, boom. It would.
There's a reason why
Yeah.
people go to him.
Yeah, he's a really talented
amazing.
guy.
He's
Yeah.
super talented.
Yep.
Not only as a drummer, but his engineering is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's and his equipment, the quality of his equipment is really good. Like
Pretty
that, he has like the Telefunken mic that is
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's like the
the
holy
10,000
grail.
dollars.
Yeah, it's like the holy grail
Ridiculous.
of mics.
It's more than my automobile.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
yeah, for
so
sure.
that- yeah. So that part's pretty cool to use
That's awesome, man.
that equipment.
So I know it's gonna be different for both of you guys, but how did you kind of get started with music? And
Well, I started guitar pretty much when I was like 12 years old. I've just always been huge into music my whole life.
Your first instrument was guitar?
Yes.
Cool.
Like in 6th grade, I started taking guitar lessons.
Awesome.
And just because like my parents always listened to random music around the house, and my grandmother is like a really amazing organ player.
Really?
Yeah.
wow,
Really, really good. So I feel like I just have that kind of thing in my body, just
Right,
of music. And through the years, once you get to high school, you listen to Nirvana and Alice in Chains, and in those angsty bands, and you learn those simple power chord
chords.
songs,
chords,
and then you start, and then you're like, oh, like Killswitch Engage and all these other bands who start doing like licks and
Like evolves.
it evolves, and and then you start like kind of moving on, and once you get into college, it can go in any direction, really. But I got into like the chiller bands like Dispatch and kind of like folky kind of stuff. I went to like a folk phase, if you will.
okay,
But then but I've always maintained my love for like rock, and then I got into like jam music and like the Dead and Fish and stuff, and that kind of like got my interest in the psychedelic side of. Of
Did
playing
you
guitar.
start
Right
acoustic
for
or did you
yourself?
start
I
right
started
away with
acoustic.
electric?
Yeah, I started acoustic, and then like by 8th grade, I was electric. But now, I mean, acoustic's my main instrument.
Yeah.
Even when I'm at home, I have my acoustic.
Awesome.
No matter what. I usually only do electric when I'm playing with a band.
Cool.
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
But you, Joe?
So I have like a theater background. I did a lot of theater when I was younger, so that was cool. Actually, I'm not even gonna use these. I don't like the double.
okay.
So yeah, like I had like a theater background. I started into that when I was in like elementary school. So like I've been in a whole crapload of musicals and all that good stuff. But then I don't know. I just like always liked rock music. Always wanted to like do something with singing and something creative. So I just pursued that. Sort of formed a band with a couple of buddies, and then the rest is here we are now. Like,
But I really like the story about how you said when you like figured out that you can sing crazy. Tell that story.
Yeah,
I
let me hear it.
All right, so I would always be like using my falsetto, like when I sang, 'cause like I didn't know how to really like sing too much. I never like went to lessons or anything like that. So I would always be like, ah, blah, 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 like shit like that. Yeah. And so it was like opening night before one of my first shows, and we were all doing like the last number before the curtain call. And like, I don't know, I was like super into it. Like I was getting goosebumps. I was like, and then I just like, I don't know, it like clicked like in my throat, and I went from like, oh, like to, oh, like shit like that. Like I was like, oh my God, like what?
You could do it.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, like weird. I was just
That
gonna
must have
try
been
to.
an awesome moment.
Yeah, it felt so nice. It felt so
It was like a
nice.
literal, like you could
Yeah,
literally tell.
like I started instead of like singing from like my head, like all of a sudden like I just like felt the push from my diaphragm like all the way up, just like forced it out into like a belt, and I was like, oh crap, like
That's crazy.
no
man.
more little Susie singing at the mic anymore.
All right, so you guys got any upcoming shows then that you want to talk about? Or
We're playing tomorrow night at Stella Blues. We're headlining actually. At
Okay,
Stella
so I'll try to
Blues.
have this up before it's.
No, no worries. It's
Like,
No,
we played
no,
the Stella
we have
Blues
it
a
for
couple
sure.
weeks ago.
yeah, we play Stella Blues too much. Like it's not a
Okay,
big deal.
alright,
Like
well,
it's not,
Stella Blues
Maybe by the time I get
The
this
one on
up, you'll
Crown
be playing
Street?
another one.
in New Haven,
yeah,
right?
New Haven, yeah. And but then on Saturday we're playing a mansion party in
Wow.
in Hamden.
Wow.
At a huge mansion with a
Really?
bunch
A
of
mansion party.
a mansion
Yeah.
party. I swear.
Gotta get out.
Where?
Yeah, it's in Hamden.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone
I-
just has a
Cloud is
mansion.
Like
playing there.
yeah, so like the
What?
mushroom.
Yeah.
So I'm in another band with like the drummer from the. Well, we have a couple drummers, but with drummer from the Mushroom Cloud has been in the band, and I know all of those people through the other band that I'm in, Taxis, and
Is it
they.
taxis or taxes?
That's the joke. That's it. I believe it's. I don't really even know. I'm pretty sure it's Taxis.
At one of the shows, I said taxis, like, and I heard someone go, "It's taxes," but then somebody else was like, "Oh, like, were you here for taxis?" And I was like, "I don't know what it is, dude." Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean.
Taxis or taxes? They're pretty
Well,
dope.
yeah. So through them, they are like it's a huge group of people from Guilford that love music, and
Festies.
they're kind of really into the festival
Festy kids.
scene and stuff. They're really good people. And I got into this other band through them, and they know the girl whose dad has this mansion that no longer lives there, and like the mom is out of town.
It's just like an abandoned mansion.
Dude, I swear, I saw videos.
going
They
to
have
football,
the
I
guy's a
have no idea.
trophy hunter, and he has like lions and stuff in the house, like in a room, like
I'm gonna
'cause
just, like,
that's
roll
how
up
rich
a
he is.
bearskin rug
For
and
sure,
take
I
it
want to
home.
come to
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah,
I'm just
I've
like-
seen the videos. I've seen the
No
videos,
idea
and we're
what's
playing in the
going on.
backyard.
I
at
wish
this
these
huge
people could
festival.
see my face right now.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seriously.
yeah.
Like,
Swear,
mansion.
I swear,
Wow.
I seen the videos. It's really
So this isn't something that like it just any fucking Joe Schmo can walk in on,
I
right?
don't
No, this
think
was a
so.
this is
Yeah, I
like
think
this
it's
is a private
private
event. This is like a private
a
thing.
private
Like,
one.
but there's like a private Facebook group, and there's already over
Okay,
50
alright.
people
Alright,
who are
so
like
there's
definitely
a very,
going.
very select
Yeah.
group.
So it's like it's pretty much like a big party
Which
of
is
friends.
understandable if there's gonna
But-
be like taxidermy lions and shit
Yeah.
around. Like,
No, I
I wouldn't.
No,
open the
yeah,
doors,
I'm
but,
looking.
you know.
I'm really looking forward to checking out what's going on with this
Hell yeah.
with this thing because
Lady who owns this, if you're out there, thank you very much for allowing us to play at your mansion party. Whatever your name is or wherever it is, thank you.
it's very cool.
Very nice.
Did you guys want to mention your Facebook and stuff?
yeah, it's facebook.com/ctjammin with no G at the end. Jammin.
J-A-M-M-I-N.
You can spell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spell it.
JAMMIN. CT Jammin. Yep. And
SoundCloud.
honestly though, we haven't really been
SoundCloud?
Yeah, we use SoundCloud. We have like a lot of studio tracks and everything.
Yeah, where
On
can
my,
I?
So on my SoundCloud, I guess I'll plug that one too. It's Cuddy's. My last name is Cuddy. Cuddy. Cuddy's Music. I have recordings from the last like 5 years of me playing, in tons of different genres and everything.
Right.
And then we have the band one as well, which is just the Notch, I think.
The Notch CT.
The Notch CT.
Notch CT.
The Notch
Yeah.
CT. Kick it up a notch.
Kick it up a notch.
And you guys have a Facebook too for people to like follow you on and stuff. or-
Yeah.
Yeah,
my-
that was the CT jam.
That was
CT
yeah.
Jammin'?
That's CT Jam.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Was
yeah,
there
no.
any other shows that you guys had? Did you guys have one at Toads?
Yeah, we
that was
have
coming up?
Toads.
I saw
So-
something
Yeah,
on
we're
there.
playing we're not doing another
Yeah,
Shakedown.
the lily pad.
Yeah, we're playing with the Grateful
Upstairs.
Dead cover
Awesome.
band Shakedown.
Oh, okay.
We've
cool.
played with they've played with them before me like a few times on the main stage at Toads, and then
Cool.
once with me on the main stage. We opened for Shakedown, and then the last time we were upstairs in the lily pad.
Toads is always nice. They take care of you there.
Yeah. Toads is that was really cool to play on the main stage. I think that's like a rite of
man,
passage for a
it's-
CT
Was it-
musician.
Storms
Did it get
around.
crazy,
Really, Joe
or-
passed out and had an asthma attack.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Whoa, wait,
Kinda.
that leads us into our next one.
Oh, shit.
Actually,
Like,
hold
what's
on.
the craziest, weirdest thing like that ever happened? You know?
At a show,
Oh,
or
man.
like what do you mean? Craziest, weirdest thing?
I
that
think
ever
at a
Well-
show.
At a
Like,
show?
you guys had like like a dude dressed up as Spider-Man. Like, you ever have just something crazy, weird, or
Oh man, yeah.
There-
I have
well,
some,
you know,
I have amazing
There's
stories.
oh,
always
great, yeah, okay, perfect.
Whenever you play a show in New Haven, he's like a ghost, and he's always there. It's this one guy who's got a really long beard, and he wears a turban, and he just like literally walks the streets and like weaves into every bar, does like a walk-in, and then just like walks out. And
works
he's
at
everywhere.
Toads. He works at
Yeah,
Toads.
yeah, exactly. He's everywhere.
He's been
though.
there for like
Yeah,
82 years.
Exactly. He's everywhere. Like whenever you're just out in New Haven, just like anywhere at night, you just see him like somewhere. You'll come across him somewhere.
But as far as craziness,
Yeah.
let's see. I once in one of my other bands from Boston, we were booked for a music festival at this huge. It was in Western Mass in this beautiful wooded estate that was like, tons of space, tons of land, and this random guy like booked this thing and he called it Mike Stock. I swear to God. And
His life
he
is
was,
funny.
and he was, yeah, it was like maybe his like midlife crisis, but he was like a crazy guy, and he was like writing on Facebook like saying how like huge it was gonna be, and he was like leading on all these. He had vendors like food people saying there's gonna be thousands
Really?
of people, and then there was a radio station there, and then we get there to play, and no one showed up to it. No one. So like there were like vendors, I swear. There were vendors and they were like, yeah, like, there's probably gonna be like 2,000-3,000 people here today. And there was and he got a 40x40 stage, huge
holy
stage.
shit!
Like I swear, I have a picture of it on my phone.
If you build it, they will come. That's what
Yeah.
This guy loved Wayne.
Yeah,
Taylor.
he watched.
Build it,
Yeah,
they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
that's what he thought.
He thought that, but so and then the we were like in on this whole thing, and we were looking at like kind of the meltdown happening, and like the owner of the property was like flipping out, and like people started getting really pissed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Who is this? I mean, you probably don't want to throw him under the bus.
No,
but
this guy was rightfully deserved. Like this.
Really?
Oh yes, he
Mike Stack.
Mike,
he like lied to tons of people and like
was he like
blew-
trolling it kind of?
No, he.
How much
I don't-
money did he end up
He
owing
seemed
to
like he was like
vendors?
kind of a crackhead, to be honest. Like he was kind of like that kind of guy, like a weird, like I don't. But
He
he
set
built.
up like this dope festival.
But-
that, like,
I don't know how he got. I swear this happened. This is 100% true.
That's
This
worst
is-
case.
It was
That's
2000.
pretty crazy.
It was 2012.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Yeah, I
it was
believe you.
crazy.
And that was in
we left.
Boston, you said?
This was Western Mass. It
Oh,
was in
Western Mass.
Oh,
Lenox,
Western
or
Mass, okay.
it was like on the New York line.
Gotcha.
Like way out in like kind of wooded, hilly Mass.
Okay.
And so yeah, that was.
Did he rent like speakers and shit? Like
There was a soundboard in the middle of the field.
Oh
No,
my
this
God.
was like someone put on a festival,
so
For
like
there
a
was
real
themselves?
festival.
nobody showed up.
Yeah, for themselves, and they
What,
called it
didn't
his
he-
name.
Didn't he owe the vendors money?
He must. I don't know. But the best part is
He knew the
the
rate.
best part of this whole story is that the next year he tried to do Mike Stock 2. But it never happened. That's the best part.
He wanted
Is
to
that I remember
revamp
seeing
it.
online the year after.
Stock
The year,
2.
like he was trying to.
Fuck that.
I don't know. So I don't even know how it didn't end up happening. Like it
I
got
think
like
he
it got
sounds,
nixed.
he sounds delusional.
It was
Yeah.
super. It was like yeah, like a
That's
delusion of
be
grandeur or
something.
something like. But yeah, that was
That-
definitely the
that is
craziest
crazy.
thing ever.
That is
That was definitely the craziest
That's pretty.
thing ever.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I know you talked about some of the bands that inspire you guys. Any like specific musicians at all, or for you?
Yeah,
vocalists? Yeah. I know
Which-
you were talking about like you were saying like Freddie Mercury and stuff.
Yep.
Do they?
Yeah, Freddie Mercury, definitely Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne, I love him. Marilyn Manson. I'm gonna give him a little shout.
It's
Let
a
me
little bit
see.
of everything almost.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, definitely.
Love Sinatra.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Oof, definitely Michael Jackson.
He can sing almost as high, like that, like pitch, like that.
What?
Not that high.
Well, no, he
Sort
can
of,
sing. He
sort
can.
of.
He can.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We have this song called "I Found God," and it's kind of. Oh, this is actually kind of a funny story, but he just started singing this random thing. Yeah, just sing like the first like thing.
Oh, it's like I found
It's like really
God
low.
in the bottom of a garbage can. Like sound like that.
So-
But it was just like randomly.
It's
like
stupid.
Like
It's
just
already
like,
really
like
stupid. But once he sang like the whole thing, and actually
just, like,
it sounds
warm
better
up.
like when we actually
Yeah.
play it. But like, I figured out the riff to play over that. So we had this really ridiculous thing called "I Found God," and like we didn't know what to do with it for months. Then all of a sudden, started like playing like a funky chord progression, and he started singing like high like. Real like pitch like it's like over this funky chord progression. So we put the two things together. So like there's
So it
like
sounds-
one like the verse is like this like low like I don't even know how we started like got on this subject, but I just they're singing high like because that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, he gets up to like almost like Michael Jackson levels there, I think.
Almost Jackson.
What about inspiration for the guitar? Anything?
Oh yeah. I mean Trey Anastasio from Fish. I've seen 25 Fish shows. And so I really like. I almost after like getting into Fish have kind of not even gone to go out to other shows anymore. It's just like I'll just spend my concert. If I'm gonna go to a concert, I'll just like save it for Fish. But like I've seen some unbelievable moments from Trey is really cool. But I like acoustic guitar as well. So I think Tony Rice, he's a flat picker, bluegrass flat picker.
Cool.
Anyone out there who wants to see something amazing, YouTube Tony Rice playing the song John Hardy.
Nice.
It's even if you've never listened to bluegrass before, and you think that you won't like it, just listen to it and listen to the shred. Listen to their shredding. It's
Listen to the shred.
it's I'm serious. Like it's like acoustic shred.
No, dude, it's good.
awesome.
I actually
Yeah,
went to
so-
a bluegrass festival once, and it
Yeah.
was awesome.
No,
It
it's
was
fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Bluegrass is nuts.
bluegrass is fun. Like if you're
It's so smooth listening.
So where do you guys see yourself in the future?
If not dead, probably.
No, I mean your plans, man.
I don't know. Like the goal is to be able to live comfortably off of some creative outlet, like
That's awesome.
some form of whether it's doing plays. Like I used to do plays to get paid, but like now I'm putting more of my time into the band. So like I can't take on like a 3 or 4 month like production. So I'm sort of just like hoping that like through this outlet of using the band, like there's just a way to be able to live comfortably and just like do this like for
Very
people
cool.
who enjoy listening to the music.
I wanted to ask you before your musicals, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite musical, all right. Which it sounds cliche since